so wild.
I know.
It's fun. It's exciting.
I know.
It's cute. It's so fucking cute.
It is. It's sweet. Okay, so introduction, because you know this voice, and you know that voice, but you don't know
Hi!
that voice.
It's me! Your girl.
Ya girl,
Go back at
all
it
you
again.
spaghettis know who this is.
Nifty Katie.
It's
Back
Nifty
at it
Katie.
again.
Oh, that's me!
Check
So-
out the details below to go to her channels and smash that like button. Shit.
I think it's a bell. I think it's bell-shaped.
Press that like button.
Who are you right now?
Subscribe.
Sub.
Subscribe to her channel.
Winky face.
But yeah, so I played this game back when it first came out, and then I played it 3 more times.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And I'm making my way through Doki Doki Literature Club Plus because that's out now and I haven't finished it yet, but I've got it.
I'm really excited for that, yeah.
Blake, when did you play it?
I played it when it like first came out, and I haven't touched it since, so I've forgotten a lot of the stuff inside of it, so I'm
So
excited.
it's still gonna be a fun little...
Yeah, I'm still gonna be like, have little surprises and stuff.
Yeah.
coming along the way. And then
And then Katie, when did you last play it?
I've never played this ever. I know
Oh
nothing
my God.
of it.
are you telling me you're a Doki Doki virgin?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I know nothing other than
Disgusting.
this, like, a dating sim.
Mhm.
That's it,
Yeah,
and
so-
it gets wild, I
Sick-ass
heard.
music.
And
That's
that's
all I heard.
literally all that Katie knows.
Mhm.
So, and I don't know if you're familiar with dating sims, but generally, so you're gonna play as, we are the main character, we're
Yeah.
the player, and we're trying to date one of these amazing girls.
Yes.
Amazing,
so-
incredible, never been seen
yeah.
before.
Why can't we just date all of them?
Listen.
Listen, Katie's never played a dating sim in her life. Clearly doesn't understand how this
No.
works. You gotta pick one girl,
I
you gotta pick best girl,
Best girl.
and you have to woo her. And so usually how these are played is you only get to date one character and you have to choose all the right options in order to do so.
Oh,
or else
yeah.
you fall
They
flat on your face at the
reject
end
you.
and they set you on fire.
And they
Oh, good.
say, no more kisses.
Oh,
And no
It's
kisses for
Betty
you.
Bug time.
well, I did play the KFC simulator.
Okay, so you're like a master, basically.
Okay, well, no, because isn't that one you are only supposed to try to woo one person, and that is
KFC
the
man.
colonel himself.
I mean, yeah.
You don't have any options. So the problem,
Typically, there's like an array of like people.
Mm.
too.
yeah, and you're trying to woo the one. So if you
Yeah.
fuck up and you miss one opportunity to answer for that character, then you're fucked.
Okay,
And
okay.
you're not gonna get the girl at the end. So this one
Oh,
is a
wow.
little bit forgiving. Just the one who you chose the most options for is the
yeah.
one that you will woo. So it's okay if you fuck up a little bit.
Okay.
And it's kind of cool because that way you can kind of like see what the other girls are about.
Okay.
Yeah, you can flirt around a little bit. It's nice. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you kind of like just be a fucking slut. In
You
this
get to
game.
stick
yeah.
stick your
Hell yeah,
fingers in so
motherfucker.
many pies.
I'm sorry, what?
So we're gonna start. It's a new game.
Okay.
Man, I love this.
Are we
music.
ready? I know it's a good fucking song,
Very excited.
and it plays so much of it. Okay, what's our name gonna be? Are we gonna be Katie? Or do you want to pick a new name?
Lindsay Lohan, Marcello.
We can be Katie. Katie's good.
Okay.
I think
Katie.
Katie's a good solid name.
Can you just
Katie Nick.
spell it with KT? Literally just K.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Katie.
Okay, we're KT.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
could be anybody. I like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Is this me?
this is gonna be this means the question marks is gonna be like a new character. You don't know who's saying
Okay.
that yet.
Should that
But
be?
KT, when it says KT,
Mhm.
that's gonna be your
Okay.
line.
Okay.
All right, who wants to be
I
first?
want-
You
I
want to
wanna
be
be-
first girl?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl, hey!
So, that's right. Sometimes it's going to say KT. Sometimes it's
My inner monologue.
not. Yeah, this is your inner
Okay.
monologue. Yeah.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
What a
so
fool.
fucking stupid.
Asshole. Idiot.
That girl is Sayori,
Mhm.
my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Asshole.
But if she's
Loser.
going to chase
Klutz.
after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I'm a dick. I suck. I am a loser. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm a fucking idiot.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
I've got you.
I've got you in my iron grip.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Katie.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in me to be as mean as even if you want to be.
Okay. Good try.
I have dyslexia, okay? There's only so much I can do. I could be. And have you ever have you ever dreamed that you
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Whatever you said, Sayori.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way,
Jesus.
Katie, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I hate me. I
You're a
suck.
fucking asshole.
Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Not a single one.
You don't have a single brain cell, you idiot. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
What's a NEET?
I don't remember, but it actually stands for something like NEET.
Like, Neanderthal eating eggs today.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Elmo. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her work such about me is going to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
That was her inner monologue.
The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs.
Clubs.
I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello!
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming... Oh.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori...
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who promised the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to an anime club.
Oh, come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member.
I was going to say, bring in a fucking member.
Bring in a fucking idiot. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop. Okay.
Yes! Let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone! Front and center! The new member is here!
We went off script a little bit. I like it. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh!
So who's gonna play who?
I assume I'm going to be her.
Yes, because you cosplayed as her one
I
time.
did.
Yeah, you be her.
The official best girl of the game.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Alright, who's gonna be her?
Oh! I could do her if you want.
Do her.
No, you're...
Oh, I'm just gonna be
You're
me.
main character.
Okay.
Seriously, you brought a boy.
Squidward.
Squidward.
I told you not to bring a boy.
You have to keep doing
Way
that.
to kill the atmosphere. You should be her too.
Oh no. Katie, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Let's do that. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Damn right.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
It's
Yeah, that's really hard to do.
Where does the air go? It doesn't go anywhere.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Nice. Oh, that's me. She was in the place of the other girl. So
Oh, yeah.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, KT.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Blush.
Come sit down, Katie. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me, or Monica.
Or Monica, I guess.
Or me. Or me. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I will get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
That's cute.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
You know what the worst part about this game is? You never get to see the cupcakes.
That's right.
That's a fucking crime.
They're just like describing the cutest fucking cupcakes. They're just
I
like,
know.
theater of the mind.
We'll never get to know.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks while her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
The girls are fighting.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. And then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Hold on. Before I say yeah, I need to go use the restroom. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And... yeah.
Okay, good.
I fucking hate you.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Katie, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past 3 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Are they gonna turn me into a book? Oh no! I'm gonna become manga.
What is your favorite type of book? Choose wisely.
Your fate is set.
I'm gonna book you.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level.
You gotta
At the
project
minimum.
more. Project.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level!
Look at that beautiful audio. That's what we're looking for,
That's
baby.
what we're looking for. Beautiful. Sing it, Katie. Sing it.
Sing it?
Sing it, Katie.
Conversation with a rock!
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. Look at her smile. She knows something. She knows a secret.
She could turn me into a book.
But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
I hate horror. Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are!
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki
No.
averts her eyes.
You won't. No!
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that love of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Yuri goes, No!
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
What about you, Sayori? No!
You hear in the background,
No!
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Ooh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
Here we go, boys.
Isn't that right, Katie?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Yeah, what's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Katie?
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
How am I supposed to date one of them if I'm not in the club?
I love that you're like, oh man, this is such a hard decision. And she's like,
That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Oh god.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Katie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Katie! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, sir. Sayori and I never walk home... Oh my god, wow, I can't read. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay! She flies into the sky.
Propellers.
It's like the Doppler effect as a fast car is going like, yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Whoa.
Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yeah, this part is really cool.
This part's a lot of fun. So, we're gonna write a poem next time.
Yeah, stay tuned. The mechanics are really cool. You're gonna be super interested in how it goes. And also, I am gonna have to take a break in the middle of the... So, like, here's, like, a special, like, little, like game for you. Note the time that I leave, because there's gonna be a little, like, jump in the music.
Mhm.
Or just, like, skips to another point in the music. You know I just pooped.
Okay.
Then.
Oh, good.
That's just a fun little fact.
Yeah.
That's actually true for every video of ours ever
Yeah.
in the past. If you see a jump cut, that was a poop.
That was a poop.
So, have fun with that. Thanks for joining. See you all next time.